If your Blender scene is packed with high poly models, huge textures, lots of subdivision, and heavy lighting, you already know the pain of a render crashing halfway through. In this video, I'm going to show you how to render dense scenes in Blender without crashing, using a few simple settings that can make a big difference. This is perfect for animation projects, product shots, environment scenes, and any file that feels too heavy to finish safely. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Blender tips and workflow guides. All right, let's jump in. First, make sure you are on the right side of the interface and open the Properties panel. From there, click the Render Properties tab, which is the camera icon. This is where most of your rendering controls live, and it's the first place you want to check when a scene feels unstable. Once you're in Render Properties, look for the Render Engine setting and switch it to Cycles. Cycles is usually the better choice for realistic rendering, but depending on your project, it can also be the engine that needs the most optimization. If you're already using Cycles, that's fine. The goal here is to make Cycles easier for your system to handle. Next, find the device setting. This is where you can switch between GPU and CPU rendering. If your scene crashes on GPU, try CPU. If it's crashing on CPU or running too slowly, try GPU. Different scenes behave differently depending on your hardware, your drivers, and how much memory your system has available. A scene that fails on one device may render perfectly on the other, so this is one of the fastest troubleshooting steps you can do. After changing the device, test a small render to see which option is more stable for your project. Now go down to the sampling section. This is another important area because render samples can have a big impact on performance and memory usage. If your scene is heavy, reduce the render samples to a more manageable number. You do not always need extremely high samples, especially if you are just testing or previewing your final look. Lowering the sample count can reduce render time and help prevent Blender from running out of memory during the process. If you need a cleaner final result later, you can increase it gradually once you know the scene is stable. After that, scroll back up to the top of the Properties panel and open Simplify. This is one of the most useful features for dense scenes because it helps reduce the complexity of your project during rendering. Turn on Simplify, then lower the subdivision settings. If you have a lot of subdivision surface modifiers, this can make a huge difference in how much memory is being used. Also reduce the texture limit if your scene contains extremely large textures. Limiting texture size can dramatically reduce the load on your system while still keeping the render usable. The whole point of Simplify is to make the scene lighter without having to permanently destroy your original setup. Now go to Output Properties. Here, check your render resolution. If your image or animation is set to a very high resolution, that can increase memory demands a lot. If your scene is crashing, try lowering the resolution temporarily to see if that solves the issue. Even a small reduction can help stabilize the render, especially for very dense scenes or long animations. Once you know the project can render safely, you can always go back and raise the resolution later if needed. Another smart step is to hide heavy objects that you do not need in the render. Open the outliner and look for the camera icon next to objects. If an object does not need to appear in the final render, disable that camera icon. This prevents Blender from rendering unnecessary geometry, which can save memory and improve stability. You can do this for background assets, hidden props, duplicate objects, or anything that is too heavy to include right now. This is especially helpful when testing a scene or preparing a render preview before a final animation pass. Before you launch a full animation, always do a test render first. Go to the Render menu and click Render Image. This gives you a quick check to see whether your settings are stable without waiting for an entire sequence to fail. If the image renders successfully, that's a good sign. If it crashes, go back and lower your settings a bit more, or switch devices again, or hide more heavy objects until the scene becomes stable. A single test render can save you hours of frustration. So to recap, if you want to render dense scenes in Blender without crashing, start with Render Properties, switch the engine to Cycles, test GPU and CPU, lower your samples, enable Simplify, reduce subdivision and texture limits, lower resolution if needed, hide heavy objects in the outliner, and always test with a single render before starting a full animation. These small adjustments can make a huge difference in render stability. If this video helped, please give it a like, subscribe for more Blender tutorials, and let me know in the comments what kind of scene you're trying to render. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.